Have you been asked to make a presentation and you want to knock it out of the park? Well, in this video, I'm going to give you my tried and true 5 polished presentation tips that are going to help you do just that. And if you stay tuned to the end of this video, I have something really special for you that not only is going to help you nail your presentations, but your projects too. Really is worth it. Hi, if you're new here, welcome. My name is Adriana Girdler. Please subscribe for the best project management and career advice coming to you every Wednesday. So if you're really excited about nailing your presentation skills and polishing them up, well then guess what? Let's get to it. See stage fright as a positive energy. What? How could those butterflies be positive, Adriana? Well, I'm telling you they are. I really want you to take a look at it in the positive light. Look, if you have butterflies, it just means you want to do a good job. I mean, I still have butterflies. I do a lot of speaking, but I still get nervous. There's nothing wrong with being nervous. It's when you allow for the nerves to get the best of you and then you stumble. So how do you ensure and you turn that stage fright, the butterflies, into something positive? Okay, first and foremost is breathe. You've heard me bring that up before. Okay, this is my mindfulness coming in, but it really does make a big impact. So you want to breathe. Slow the breath. It's really going to help you tremendously. Another technique is go a little bit slower than you think you should be going. So if you think you're talking in your normal pace, just bring it down a notch, because I promise you with your butterflies and that little bit of stage fright, you're actually talking faster than you think. So by going slightly slower, taking a nice deep breath, make sure it's a belly breath beforehand and even as you're speaking, it's going to make a huge difference. And that energy is just going to come through and you're going to connect with your audience. Prepare. Okay, this may seem like a no-brainer, but you'll be surprised. Sometimes people wing it. I'm not saying you can't do a good job winging it, but if you have a really important presentation, you want to knock it out of the park, winging it is not going to do it. So you want to prepare, you want to understand who the audience is, you want to understand your subject matter, what do you have to bring in to show expertise, things of that nature. Take the time to prepare and give yourself that guidance, because it's really going to help you tremendously when you're presenting. It's just going to be really solid when you put the preparation time in. Practice, practice, practice. All right, just like the last tip about preparing, you need to now practice what you prepared. This is really important because you'll be amazed when you actually talk in your head versus speaking out loud. They're two totally different things. So really prepare. Pretend like you are actually there on the stage that you're going to be on and prepare. Walk around, feel it out. Again, what you're trying to do is you're trying to have muscle memory, and you want to ensure that your body remembers what to do, and in your own mind as well, that you have an idea as to at this point I'm going to have this gesture, whatever it may be, however you want to do your presentation. It's just like an athlete. Athletes will prepare and they'll practice that, like a basketball player, that jump shot constantly, so it's like ingrained in their body. It's the same thing with presentations. Have a dress rehearsal. Okay, you're probably gathering now, everything's a building block. So you have done your preparation, you've done your practicing. Now, if you have the opportunity and you can have an actual dress rehearsal on the actual stage you're going to be on or the room that you're going to be presenting in, it actually makes a big difference. Because you may be preparing or practicing in your own home in a room at your desk, which is much different than actually walking on a stage and seeing what you had to do. When I did my TED Talk, I actually did that, and they gave us that opportunity where we can practice on the stage, walk around, get a feel for how our presentation was and how it sounded in that auditorium. So I highly recommend, if you have that opportunity, always do some dress rehearsal work, as it makes a huge difference. Even if you can do it for 5 minutes, you're just going to feel better because you have that confidence that you know exactly where things are at. Arrive early. Okay, I would even say arrive really early. Look, if you're presenting and it's really important, the last thing you need is to feel stressed because you're running late. And a lot of times it may not even be of our own volition. It could be there's traffic or whatever it may be. I actually arrive a lot early on really important presentations so I can ensure I'm there. It gives me opportunity to then do my own practicing, check some things out, and not feel stressed like, oh my goodness, it's time, I'm gonna be late. Because that is the worst feeling, of running into a presentation and then having to speak. it's really difficult to get out of that kind of mode of trying to get there and that whole fear of, oh my God, this is not going to work well because I'm rushing. So arrive early. It just helps you and it gives you more time to get familiar with everything. Okay, now that you know how to prepare for a successful presentation, if you're doing presentations, you probably have some projects as well, and I want you to be successful with those too. So for you, I have this. It's a free download. The link is underneath this video. I put it there for you. Check it out. It is worth its weight in gold. Please don't forget to subscribe to this channel, like this video, and share it with all the professionals and friends that you know. It really helps us grow our channel, allowing us to give you more great content. On that note, let me know what you thought of these tips, if you have any that you want to add, and until the next video, see you later.